My name is Ryan. I'm 3 years old. I'm a super reader.
Fam, welcome back. It's your girl Trisha, and today guys I'm going to be telling you how I managed to get my 2-year-old reading. So ARIAH is now 3 years old, but she has been reading, Stargirl has been reading since she was only 2 years old, and now guys she's reading like a pro.
He said, "Can I eat cake?" She says, "Go sit with the cow."
Good job.
He said, "No, I will not go."
Did I manage to get ARIAH reading right? I know that some children at the age of 4, 5, or even 6 years old are still struggling to read, and I want you to know that they can start reading from they are in the belly. They can start reading from they can say their ABCs. So come with me, let me tell you how. So a few years ago, because you know I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, I first taught my son Caro to read. He was 3 at the time, but ARIAH, she started when she was 2, because you know that with kids you try and make them do things a little bit earlier every time, right? First thing first guys, that you want your child to be doing when you start teaching them how to read is for them to know, I would say let them know their ABCs, but not only their ABCs, they should be able to tell you the sound that each letter makes. So they should be able to say that A goes A, B goes C goes D goes. So guys, it is even more of importance for them to know the sound than the actual letters. So if it is a case whereby they don't really know that this is A and this is B and they're just saying A and Ba and Ka, that is totally fine, because at the end of the day you don't read with C, D, E. You read with B, K, D, E. Do you understand? So let the child know not only how to say the ABCs, every child knows how to say their ABCs, right? A, B, C, D. The camera, can you say the ABC?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,
L, M, N, O,
P, Q, R, S, T,
a little faster.
U, V, W,
X, Y,
and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Good job. So let your child knows the ABC. Even though ARIAH is 3 and she's reading well, but sometimes I have to tell her L, M, N, O, P. You know, because they know that when they reach that, they say a lot of foolishness like L, M, N, O, P. So let your child know the alphabet and each sound that it makes, right? So another thing that I did was ensure my child knew some sight words. So Cairo, he knew a lot of sight words before he started to read. ARIAH on the other hand knew quite a few sight words, but not as much, because to be honest I wasn't working with ARIAH a lot on the sight words. I just got her straight into reading. But with Carol, you knew a lot of sight word first, and then I introduce the reading to him. So what does learning sight words do? Some of the words are exception words. Some of them, to be honest, sometimes I hear them say English not in a sense are true. Like the word the, right? Because really, the should have been the e. Because E and A goes E and E and E goes E. E don't goes E goes E.
I'm Mr. Is. Oh, Mr. I'm a mystery.
It is important for them to know some sight words so that when they see it, they know that it's not the eh, but it's the, okay? So after the child knows these sight words, the next and the most important thing for you guys to do is to get this book because it's not a sponsored thing, but I have to see. If I don't see, you know, I have to see. You cannot teach your child how to read without teach your child how to read in 100 easy lessons. Guys, this is the Bible of teaching your young one how to read. If you don't have it, just go on Amazon. Oh, I'm gonna put a link in the description for you to buy. Click on my link and go and buy this book because you will not regret it. This is like teaching a child how to read Bible. You need it. It's not a question, right? It is a staple. So guys, unfortunately my book is like in 4 different parts because I use it with Carol and now I'm using it with ARIAH, and I got it like probably 3 years ago, so probably I don't keep it good because I use it often. The status show how often I use the book, right? So the book, basically the front of the book tells you if it is that, because you know that you're an adult now and things that you once learned when you were a child don't come as natural anymore. So it really tells you how to pronounce. So this will have your child pronouncing long E, short E, long A, short A, long I, short I. So it will have your child pronouncing the vowel sound, the 2 different sounds that it means. Also, at the start of the book, it will get the child in the habit of calling the letters the fast way. So when they're reading, it's not like bat, just bat. With ARIAH, that's what I see. I see her just calling the words just like that. I'm wondering, was this child reading before? Because I'm confused. No, but it is her being prompted to learn how to say the letters the fast way, because remember, she would have already known the sound of each letter. Now we're touching them, and as we touch the letter, each letter, she called them the fast way, right? So that translates into her reading each word the fast way. Come, let's read this story.
A bug and a dog. A bug and a dog sat on a young tree. Dog said, "That bug is so little, I cannot see him on this log."
Good job. Another thing, guys, is to ensure that when the child is learning to read, ensure that they read aloud. I knew that when ARIAH starts hearing herself, nothing could stop her.
Another reading lesson with my 2-year-old. It's the voice projection for me.
ARIAH, loud, I can't hear you.
Cat.
And that was what happened with ARIAH. She started hearing herself, and my little girl started reading like a pro.
See that Yita, that sun is in we sa we when one and we send.
So I would encourage her to read aloud. So for example, the word Sam. So she would say, initially, when I tell you that ARIAH basically just say like like once or twice before she just start calling the words straight, believe me. So when she said aloud, she'd hear herself saying so she would just say Sam, cat, that, right? So but if the child is just saying the words they probably cannot hear themselves, but once they can hear themselves, they will read like professionals. Once a child get the book, don't think say, okay, I have the book and my child will be reading. No, it doesn't work like that. I think because I'm so happy and so contented how well ARIAH is reading, I do not push her. Me not say no lie. I try and read daily, probably not on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, but I try and read daily, and I try and read 2 lessons. With Carol, it was only 1, and 1 was good enough, yeah? But ARIAH is showing a lot more interest in reading, right? So I try and read once per day, probably, I don't know, probably 20 to 30 minutes. She tells me when she wants to stop and I listen to her. If she wants to continue, I will continue with her. If she don't want to read, to be honest, I don't push her because, as I said, ARIAH is doing extremely well. So try and be consistent with your child. If consistent to you is twice per day for 10 minutes each, that's your consistency. But I'll try and try and do it daily. Okay, it's one thing that you should have is a lot of patience. You need to have a lot of patience. You need to have a lot of patience. Let me say it again. You need to have a lot of patience. All children are different. So some will go fast, read faster than some will grasp the concept faster than some. And if it is that your child is not grasping it right away, you need to take a break. Yeah? And know that I said that you should be consistent, but if your child, you don't want your child to feel stressed when they're reading. It should be something that they love. So what I find that I did, especially with Carol, I have to take a break and say, Carol, tomorrow we'll pick it up. Or initially when I just started to teach him, I would probably, if I started, I know that, he's getting frustrated, especially before I got to teach your child how to read in 100 Easy Lessons book. I would just give him a break. Be silent. I would give him a break. So know when your child is becoming stressed, if they're feeling a little bit stressful, and know when it's time to just give it a little break, right? So yes, you need to have patience when you're teaching your child how to read. I can say I was just in total awe with ARIAH. From the very beginning, I wasn't stressed. I don't know. She wasn't stressed. She just wanted to read, and she had a positive attitude to learning. When she got something incorrect, like, mommy, can I try again? And I'm like, sure, baby, you can go again. Right? It is very important, like every milestone, to praise your child. So some child will read good job. You need to praise your child, and that is very important. You can give them sticker, or you can just give them a hug or a kiss, whatever reward that you have. Praise your child. Let them feel excited every time you go for the book. That's another thing that you should do. Always praise your child. And I try and make them read to me instead of me reading to them. A lot of persons will say, oh, read to your child. Yes, but I try and make them read to me. Let them break it down and put it together instead of me, right? Another thing that I do, apart from having them read to me, right, I get books, little books of their own that they can read for themselves, right? So teach your child how to read in 100 easy lessons. Help you to teach them how to read. Now that they can read, they need little books, fun books, right? For Carol, it was Thomas the Train, and those books are being passed on to ARIAH. She's going to get her little princess books, etc. So get your child books that they are interested in for them to continue to explore the art of reading. I can honestly say that once you let your child know the ABCs, not only know the ABCs but the sound that each letter makes. Secondly, you teach your child some sight words. Thirdly, get the teach your child how to read in 100 easy lessons book. Fourthly, be consistent, with having your child read to you, have your child read aloud, and getting your child small books, little books that they will find interested. You are well on your way in having your child read before they are 3 years old. My baby started reading when she was 2. Can you believe it? Of course I can, because ARIAH has been potty trained, fully potty trained, since she was 2 years old. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you. Until next time, bye guys.